rubbing alcohol, 70%. Usually it's good 70 or 80%. This one's 90. You just want to give, after you clean the vehicle, you just want to give all the leather areas a good rubbing. Clean them up if there's no oil, car wash, grease. And then go back, just wipe over it, make sure there's no residue. And what I usually do is I use a pair of tweezers that are made for like cell phone repair, so they're not as blunt as the normal tweezers. You don't have to use those, but it's better for the keeping your greasy fingertips off the bottom of the decals, because it'll make it not stick as well. So just kind of roll the paper back till you get an edge coming, and then you can grab that edge lightly. And then once you get that, try to use the sides of the tweezers, not the tips, so you don't tear into it. I'm just going to start with the C to show how it works. So I use, this is a professional fluid, but you can use a soapy water mix. And just kind of rub it on there, make sure it gets in good. Don't get too wet, because then it'll be really long to dry. It'll take you forever for it to cure. But this makes it so you can just lay the decal randomly wherever you want, and it'll be movable for a good minute or two. And that way you don't make major mistakes, because these thin letters are really easy to tear if you don't have them when they're wet. It's trying to stick anyways. But if you do dry, you'll just be stuck instantly, and you won't have any form of ability to fix it. So just lay that down there, push your fingertips in, adjust it where you want it until you see it straight. Pull it down if you need to, up or down, whichever way it needs to go. So this one's already trying to stick, because that Pro Fluid's a little less forgiving than the soapy water. And once you get where you want it, take a paper towel, clean around it, and then just kind of lightly brush it. And then if you see any, like it is here, it's not perfect, move it around a little bit more. You can use your fingertips to kind of roll it and stretch it, just don't push super hard, you'll tear it. I'm just going to leave it be after you get it where you want it. Wipe off the residue. Move to your other one. Now I'll show you a different method, which some people like more than the spraying it on the vehicle. It's a little less mess as well. You can take the decal off, lay it somewhere that's not dirty, and then just put a little spray on the decal itself. A lot of people like this better because it's easier to position it. Make sure it's straight. Don't put pressure when you're doing the dry off, or otherwise you'll move the decal. You just want to get that wetness off. That way you can dab it, and that'll squeeze out pretty much 90% of the fluid of the water if you're using soapy water. Then you can just kind of just brush it with your fingertip. Give it a little bit of a push if it's off a little bit, and then rub it out. And so, without doing the whole set, because it would be a really long video, that's all you have to do is just keep repeating it with every single letter, and make sure if you see anything come on there, like some dirt blows on it. And another thing to do is try to do, right now it's not windy, it started to be, but you don't want to do it outside where it's windy, because it'll blow the decals around, blow them off while you're trying to put them on. And you don't want to do it in the direct sunlight, because it'll bake the stuff on quickly. And since I'm going to do the rest of the decals for the rest of the video, I'm going to go ahead and skip to the end of finalization. If you have a heat gun or a hair dryer, this heat gun, I put it on high, but I run it on low speed so it doesn't get super hot. Just feel it until it gets a little warm, not really hot. And if it doesn't warm up, just speed up a little bit faster. There we go. You just stay about 4 or 5 inches away and don't stop for any second. Just kind of move non-stop, and it'll dry it out quick, and that'll make it stick really well. A lot of people don't do this, especially with the chrome, and it'll just fall right off because it doesn't actually cure the glue behind it. If you have a hot day, you don't have to do this. You can just let it sit in the sun for a couple hours. When you're done, and it'll pretty much do the same thing. And that's really all there is to it. So thanks for watching. I hope this helps take away some of the stress of decals messing up. And thanks for your order.